Oh. Come on, baby. Check, check, mic check. Fuck, how did I do that last time?
inside the fucking glass. What the fuck up?
Fuck, there's no audio. Why is there no fucking audio? Oh, is that why? Cancel. Alright, I need to change this cover photo. This one. This is what I have to do.
Like, I want to drive. As I was driving over to the loop, there was a huge cloud right above. Can you do me a favor?
You totally have a headlock.
Get here. Awesome. Very clear. If someone is speaking, can't hear them.
You know what? Something I got this CC like 2 weeks ago. Can I take it back? Because I don't need it.
So I'm gonna teach y'all a little culture here. I come from a deep black liberation tradition. And so a word we say, an affirmation, and in solidarity is Ashe.
Excuse me.
So I apologize. I got a little too turned up and I lost my picture. And I wanna introduce y'all. It means it is so, it will be. For those who are familiar with the Christian tradition, it is similar or in conversation with saying amen, all right? So I'm gonna say these demands, and if you are in agreement with these demands, I just wanna hear an Ashe, all right? We demand that City Council defunds Chicago Police Department by 75% and invest those funds into non-carceral social services and community programs. Say Ashe. Ashe. immediate CPD budget cuts. We demand, including the stops of new hirings, weapon purchases, and firing cops with multiple misconduct complaints. We demand that City Council pass CPAC. We demand that CPD is out of CPS. We demand CPD off CTA and other public institutions. A stop to the West Garfield Park Cop Academy. That CPD decommission the racist and arbitrary gang database and eliminate the criminal enterprise database. The closure of Holman Square and all other CPD black sites. That City Council cease all negotiations with the Fraternal Order of Police. A stop to asset forfeiture and the CPD's ability to seize people's property. That public and private institutions that defend black lives immediately cut ties with CPD and disband their private police and surveillance. And we won't stop till all our people are free. So say these words with me. Say, let my people go.
Let my people go.
Set my people free.
Set my people free.
I'm letting my people know.
Letting my people know.
I love you like you want me.
I love you like
Louder.
you want me.
Let my people go.
Let my people go.
Set my people free.
Set my people free.
I'm letting my people know.
I'm letting my people know.
I love you like you want me.
I love you like you want me.
Say, I love you like you want me.
I love you like
Say
you
more
want
people.
me.
I love you like you want me.
I love you like you
Two more times. I love you like you want me.
I love you
Last time.
like you want me.
I love you like you want me.
I love you like you want me.
I say power to the people.
Give my little brother some love. Give him some love. Give him some love. So we're getting ready to move on. I want y'all to think about this. Values. Everybody repeat after me. Values are beliefs that govern your behavior. What you believe is what you do. You ain't got to repeat the rest. So the reason I'm saying that is because the same hatred and racism that snatched the life of George Floyd is the same racism that denies us affordable housing. It's the same hatred that puts police in schools and arrests kindergarten, first, second, third graders. It's the same hatred that has the liquor store as the grocery store in many of your neighborhoods. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Racism is like a mutated octopus with 100 tentacles that touches everything. And we are done with marginalizing and apologizing for the pain that our people go through. So today, we're demanding more. And if we root our demands in black struggle, then everybody will be all right. Then everybody will be all right. The murder of over 500 million of our ancestors has never been held accountable for. The murder of over 100 million Native American families and brothers and sisters had never been accounted for. The destruction of civilizations that all of this is built on has never been accounted for. So today, we're not going to let Negroes co-opt this, are we? We're not going to let agents of white supremacy co-opt this, are we? All right. So remember that. And I want you to hear the story that this brother got to tell. Y'all forgive me, my paper is wet. All right. So you all remember the story of the police, the school resource officers dragging a sister down the steps at Marshall High School and beating her. Do y'all remember that? Well, I want y'all to know that despite their hatred, they couldn't stop that little sister. She just graduated from high school. And her father is here today to tell you why he's on this side of justice. So make some noise for my brother, Laurentio Howard. And work well done, brother. Work well done.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here to share my story. I'm pretty sure most of you all read it, I don't know, seen it on the Sun Times.
It was real traumatic for me in that whole ordeal.
I get shot.
As being a parent, to watch your child, your daughter, being drugged down some stairs, tased 3 times. Police officer had his foot in her chest. She's telling the police officer, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. The police officer, I'm looking at him like, she can't breathe, she's telling me she can't breathe. And the police officer tells me that she's still talking, right? That wasn't, it was real hard for me to stay together, real hard. And for the police officers to sit there and lie under oath and say that she initiated contact with them first. If you all seen the whole tape, you would know that she was pushed by the stairway and drugged down the stairs, hit in the face 4 times by the female officer, and tased 3 times. I don't think anybody out here could have the strength that I had to hold back, because I really wanted to really go off, but I couldn't. And I knew it would be a better day. I knew it would. So I stand with you all today to keep cops out of school. And not only that, my daughter was charged with 2 felonies and a misdemeanor. Had it one been for the camera or the tape or whatever from one of her students that recorded everything, my daughter probably be in jail right now. She'd be fighting the case at the age of 16. She's 18 right now. And right now, she's emotionally scarred. She wakes up in the middle of the night screaming. You know, she's asking me, Dad, why the police officers, why did they abuse me like that? Why? They were sworn to protect me. I mean, I have no answers for that. I'm like, you're right, baby, you're right. But between me and you, we can do this together, hopefully. I have one request that ever since this happened, January 29th of 2019, no one has ever reached out to me or my daughter to ask how we're doing. Are you okay? Do you need any kind of counseling? Do you need any kind of help or anything? No one did. So I'm asking to meet with Mayor Lightfoot as soon as possible. And just to clear the airway, just to clear everything, and just talk as human beings. And I hope all you all parents out here whose children are in schools don't have to witness what I witnessed or have your child go through the emotional turmoil that my daughter had to go through last year. And she's scarred for life, and there's no coming back from that. All we can do is have counseling in God right now. Thank you.
Real quick, my name is Eric Russell, the president of the Tree of Life Justice League. What I really want to say is that no cuffs in hallways. No cuffs in hallways. Black lives in
Me too.
1, 2, 1, 2. All right. All right. So, you want to have our brother Khalil Cotton come forward from Giant High School. Khalil, come forward.
I got audio back.
The mic is working.
Check, mic check.
Hello. Can y'all hear me? Before we start today, we are going to do a chant of things that we need in our schools. When I say something, y'all say not cops or no cops. Okay. Nurses. No cops. Counselor. No cops. Social worker. No cops. Nurses. No cops. Counselor. No cops. Social worker. No cops. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Khalil Cotton, and I am a youth leader with the Kenwood Oakland Community Organization. Police officers in school is just increasing the school-to-prison pipeline. In just 2012, black students made up of 42% of CPS youth, while they also made up 75% of school-based arrests. I remember I read an article where this kid, he was forcibly pinned down by a social resource officer because he didn't have a hall pass. In December 2019, I had the chance to travel to Baltimore and work with different organizations around the Alliance for Education and Justice, or AEJ for short. While I was there was this timeline, and on this timeline in 1970, the Chicago Police Department sent preventative patrol into neighborhoods where their job was patrolling neighborhoods and sending officers into schools. If you don't know what preventative patrol is, preventative patrol is supposed to directly attempt to eliminate opportunity for misconduct. I've read another article where Oakland, California, they are bringing restorative justice into schools, and that is working better than any police officer misconduct. If we have at least 2 restorative justice trainers trained to be at each Chicago public school, I could bet money that everything would change, even the amount of black people that are suspended. I know it's going to be a long fight, but it's going to be a fight we fight together until we see the time police officers will be at school. Before we end today, we are going to do the same chant from before. Nurses. No cops. Counselors. No cops. Social workers. No cops. Thank you.
All right, can we give Khalil some love? Everybody make some noise. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all good? Are y'all scared of a little rain? Like, you must be why you wearing that party. Well, you know. All right, so listen. When Chicago Public Schools just released their plan for reopening, did they talk to you about it? Did they come and ask parents and teachers, what do you think? Did they ask students, what do you think? So the people that you see talking today are the people that should be making the decisions. We should be the people that are creating policy, because we are the ones, we are the students, we are the parents, and we are the educators who have to go back in these schools in a couple of months. All right, so we got somebody coming up who's going to definitely lay down what time it is, all right? When I say CT, y'all say you, CT, you, CT. You. When I say CT, y'all say you, CT, you. CT. You. All right. Can we please give a round of applause for the Vice President of the Chicago Teachers Union, Stacey Davis Gates.
What's up, Chicago? Full school? High school. Full school? High school. Listen, Chicago students deserve are safe schools. And when black children tell us that cops in schools make them unsafe, we should listen. The people with the decision-making capacity have to listen to us. And what I want to tell you is that your courage, your fearlessness, the voice that you are using in these moments will make that change. Let me tell you that Chicago is in need of a transformation. Transformation that empowers the voices of working people, of brown people, of black people. Chicago is in need of a transformation that prioritizes those who need affordable housing. Chicago is in need of a transformation that prioritizes full funding for every single school that we attend. Chicago is in need of a transformation where we get elected officials who don't fake like they like us, who don't fake like they're progressive, who don't fake like they believe in democracy, who don't fake like they love black people, but believe in our voice, believe in the promise of every single child that attends the Chicago public schools. I am asking every last person out here that if we don't get it, we get to shut it down. Shut it down. And when I say if we don't get it, if we don't get PPE, we shut it down. Shut it down. If we don't get smaller class sizes, we shut it down. Shut it down. If we don't get a counselor, a social worker, and a nurse in every single school, we shut it down. Shut it down. $33 million in a pandemic going to cops is a misplaced priority. $33 million going into school communities for social distancing, for nurses, for counselors, for social workers. That is a priority. So let me make this very clear. We are going to fight until the humanity of black people is honored in this city. We are going to fight until immigrant children are no longer in cages at the border. That's right. We are going to fight until kids, students, and their families have affordable housing. That's right. We are going to fight until we get cops out of our school and counselors in our schools. That's right. The schools Chicago students deserve is the city that Chicago families deserve. And so when I say whose schools, when I say whose city, our city. When I say whose schools, our schools. When I say whose city, our city. I love y'all. Yes.
All right, check this out. We're going to get y'all out of here as soon as possible. Y'all all right? Are y'all all right? All right. So check this out. I want to see how y'all feeling. Hold on one second. If y'all ready for some justice, y'all not ready. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right. Can y'all hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, y'all, we gonna improvise. Somebody say yeah! gotta be louder than me, man. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. I said if we don't get it, shut it down. Check it out. Coming up next, I got a surprise for y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, what you're gonna have to do is you have to come out your pocket and hold something in the air. And if I mess you up, when we do that, you gotta make a commitment to walk with us in this fight for justice. This cannot be no part-time thing for you. This cannot be an emotional thing for you because you were shot by George Floyd. If I handle my business, y'all gotta make a commitment. Y'all with it? Yeah. Are y'all with it? Yeah. All right, so check it out. For the Chicago Alliance, where's my brother Kobe at? Turn him up, Kobe. I'm gonna talk to you about why we need democracy in Chicago. Hello, how you doing? Now if you have a seat outside, I want you to raise your hand. Above your head, right there. Seat back signs up in the air. When I say seat back, I want you to say fight back. Seat back! Fight back! Seat back! Fight back! Seat back! Fight back! And now listen, I work in a high school in Inglewood. This place has one nurse who goes to the school on Wednesdays, once a week. Now every single day, there's 2 cop cars parked outside the school. So if you do the math, that means the people who are making decisions for that school, they are 10 times more on policing children than they do on the health care of these children. Now tell me, is that ain't right? That ain't right! Now this is a huge problem in our schools and in our communities because our communities are over-policed and underprotected. That's why, for decades, they've been shutting down schools, they've been shutting down hospitals, they've been shutting down mental health clinics, they've been shutting down free and affordable housing, but the police budget is always going up. The police budget never goes down. Now tell me that that ain't right. That ain't right. Now the problem is that people in our communities, the people who live in black and brown communities.
Hello, testing. Yes, I love to be heard. Now, so as I was saying, the people who live in black and brown communities, the people living on the south and west side of this city, are not the people making decisions about their own institutions. They're not the ones making decisions about schools, because if they were, there would be no cops in these schools. So what we need
Hello. Okay, so the people who are making decisions to shut down schools, like our brother Damon said, they live around here. Okay, they're people who are in corporations, these are politicians that are making these decisions. Now what we need to fight for is take the power away from politicians and put it into our community. And that's what CASHAPP is about. That's our ability for community control of the police. Not just oversight, not just the ability to make recommendations, but the ability to control them. So we can do first dignity, so we can bring cops out of schools on our own terms. Because I do not trust very like this kid. We, the people right here, everyone around here, we are the ones who are going to do it. And we're going to do it by fighting consistently, shutting the streets down, every single fucking day until we get what we demand. And I want this to be consistent. I want this to be consistent. Okay? I don't want y'all to just come out to 1 or 2 protests
and then say that your work is done. It's not done until we are free, until everybody locked up in immigration detention centers, in prisons, in jails, in juvenile detention centers is free. We have to free them all, and we have to control our own communities. I'm going to end it with that. And when I say CPAP, I want y'all to say no. Because if we're tired of waiting, very light footsteps and shit like police returns going to come in 90 days. Folks are going to kill so many people in females. So we need that now. So when I say CPAP, you say no. CPAP! No! CPAP! No! CPAP! No! Thank you so much.
You know, brother, give us some love, give us some love. Give us some love. See, y'all get it, right? If people have control over institutions and you do not have a voice, then they are not in your interest. Whether it's an elected representative school board, make some noise. Whether it's CPAC, make some noise. Or whether it is local school council. But hold on, man, listen, let me explain something to y'all. I just got off a plane. I actually got on the plane. I can't believe I did it. So y'all gotta give me some more energy than this. Y'all gotta give me some more energy than this. Check it out. Somebody say ho! Say ho, ho! You can't take our joy. Come on. You can't take our joy. Come on. You can't take our joy. Come on.
You can't take our joy.
Say ho! Say ho! Say get justice, justice.
Get justice, justice.
I say get justice, justice.
Get justice, justice.
Show y'all how to rock. Little man over there, he's got a board. He skates on it. He doesn't do more. I got a system for sure it's orange. I rock the microphone and I refuse to. My name is G to the antonym of ignorance. She's got a phone, and I got the big microphone. Listen. On the mic, I am not an amateur. I'm a microphone controller, Joe. Use the microphone at levels you ain't felt before. Chefs, teachers, counselors, nurses, PPE. I am a real MC. Y'all should know if y'all want justice. Let me hear you say ho! 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 All the ladies in the house say That's old school stuff for y'all. If you're under 25, make some noise. If you're under 25, make some noise. If you're under 25, make some noise. Yeah. Now y'all, we about to try this for everybody with a little arthritis. If you're over 40 years, make some noise right here. Y'all ready to watch this program, man? Are y'all ready? All right, check it out. My brother from the Virginia Burns Hope Center, the executive director, Rob Wilson. Make some noise, Rob Wilson. This is Chicago. So I gotta follow that, right? So Mark Wilson with the Virginia Burns Hope Center. Hope Center is part of a coalition called the LSCs for All Coalition. LSC is the only democracy we have right now in our schools. When I say LSC, you say it's democracy. LSC? Democracy! LSC? Democracy! LSC? Democracy! LSCs only exist in Chicago, nowhere else in the country, nowhere else in the state, where parents, students, teachers, community members not only have voice, but have decision-making authority. They have real power to determine things for their school. So LSC? You wasn't ready. LSC? LSC? So we believe in the full empowerment of local school council. not appointed local school council and advisory. We believe that every school in Chicago, if they get any of our tax dollars, they should have a local school council, a fully empowered local school council. LSC? 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 And we do not accept the choice that life had tried to give us about SROs. That's not within LSC's purview to decide on CPS and CPD contracts. And to make it even worse, we don't get any control of those monies. It's different to allow us to make a decision and we can control those dollars. We don't want police in our schools, but we want restorative justice. We don't want police in our school, but we want parent aid.
So if you can still hear me, someone sent me a... Sorry, if you can still hear me, someone sent a airdrop in a cup of tea. So I'm going to try to get it back on right now.
So if Lifer wants to be the mayor, she needs to show real leadership and make the tough decision and tell CPD to get out of our schools. Lightfoot, you say cold feet. Lightfoot, cold feet. Lightfoot, cold feet. Lightfoot, cold feet. Lightfoot, cold feet. Make the right choice.
Airdrop off.
Good job, brother Ron. Can we give my brother Ron some love? I want to offer a salute to all the youth organizations that have been on the front line.
So please make some noise for cooperate. Good. Everything gonna say yeah. Everything gonna say hell yeah. Every crowd say yeah. Black people like to say hell yeah. Hell yeah. My name is Derek and Kubalink is a proud partner with Uplift Community High School as a sustainable community school. I'm tired of saying why my race matters. 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 Click, clack, boom. Click, clack, boom. If bullets could scream, would they make a sound?
As metal rips into flesh, if you were to peel back the layers of my skin, scoop my insides out with a spoon, plop them into a bucket, carve the physicality of me out of its nooks, you will find
a confused spirit. Unsure.
To piece together the world around you.
Unsure as to why this vessel is under attack and why when bullet in place of snapback, colors be under attack.
This melanin has no room for shotgun shells.
Graveyards have become a tour of this country, mapping out which black body will fall next, which name was going to be hashtag next. Philando, Trayvon, Laquan, your hatred made its way into our backyards.
I'm tired of yelling to the skies for you to respect our humanity.
As if these black fingers didn't build this country from the ground up. We build shrines for those we have lost.
When bullets shall be to know our names better than we do.
Turn your face
towards
the sun. Let the shadows fall behind you. Strong black chains locked, tied down the roots of my heritage. Use the comb,
break the bondages my roots hide.
but I cannot hide my skin. My people suffer, we suffer, I suffer from the stereotypes, the statistics, the stereotypes caused by your statistics, but my skin is not your statistic.
I'm tired of saying why my race matters.
Tired of mourning the losses. Tired of writing poems that could have very well been written about me. We are tired. Say a name. Breonna Taylor. Say a name. Tony McDade. Say a name. Nina Pop. Say a name. Sean Reed. Say a name. Rashad Brooks. Say a name. George Floyd. Click. Clack. Boom. And when I say black lives, y'all say matter, black lives, black lives. And when I say black lives, y'all say matter, black lives, black lives.
Anyone?
Just cash?
I mean, it helps. I mean, whatever.
All right, y'all, give some love to Cuba Links while we get this technical joint synced up. Give them some love. Give them some love. Brothers and sisters told you we are not the problem.
Thank you.
To my white folks in the audience, make some noise. White folks, make some noise. Get your people, man. Get your people, man. Y'all hear me? Get y'all people, man. Gladiate, get your people, straight up. Get your people. All right?
Black, black, black. Black on black, black. Yeah. Hey. Okay, black, 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 black on black, black, my back so black, black, black on black, my skin so black, I'm looking at black on black is black. Black, it's black, 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 black on black, black, my back so black, black, black on black, my skin so black, I'm looking at black, hey, black out the roof, out the roof when I run into you. Dark black is the dark side of the moon. Won't be no truth, won't be no truth. Just spin around with all black truth. Couple white girls with all black truth. We get that margin of all black truth. Call up the truth, call up the truth. Put you in the mouth, then I got the truth. I can't win, I tell you the truth.
acting brand new. Niggas in the back like, oh word. Numbers all black like, fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. Spilling some Hennessy black in the curb. Just for the memory of the deceased. When I black out, I will wake in the beast. What it's gonna be? What it's gonna be? You don't wanna fuck with a nigga like me. That you never seen motherfucker so black. Nigga, I'm black on black on black on black on black. Black, black, black and black. Black on black, my skin so black and black. Black is black. Black is black. Run, 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 nigga, nigga, run, nigga, nigga, run, run, nigga, nigga, run, nigga, nigga, run, run, nigga, nigga, run, nigga, nigga, run, 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 on the switch, run, turn, duck, slide. Now we're mentioning physicality, corrupting and jumping, been our reality, lunging out of this world. I've been abandoned, depression. These walls, my biggest enemy, using speed as a weapon. Sad, journey through adolescence and antidote to the core. Space jam stars, me escape to a port. Taking the biggest risk, so I'm shooting back for 3. Jumping over the finish, just trying to catch my dreams. Working under the pressure, I'm buckling at the knees. On my time, there's money, there's no time to free. These walls will let me breathe, can't supply myself. Shooting and trolling past my money, trying to buy myself. On the field like plantation, trying to hide myself. Make times less dramatic, I can't find myself. Struggling to maneuver through suffocating space. Maze intertwined, ivy on space. Laughing walls have no time. Rocky directions turn into dancing futures. And along every trail, there is a stoppage of a running storm.
So shout out to you, Lucky. We speaking Cumberland. Fire! When I say black lives, y'all say matter, black lives. Say black lives, y'all say matter, black lives.
Man, Cumberland, louder than the bar. Y'all ill with it, man. So y'all know, I taught them everything they know. Then I woke up, right? Much love, man, much love. Get up some love, man. That was incredible. That was incredible. So look, just so y'all know, these are education justice demands. We are demanding, and if you feel it, you say Ashe. We are demanding all police out of Chicago public schools. We are demanding PPE for all. We are demanding that every school with over 70% free and reduced lunch becomes a sustainable community school. We are demanding that we want a teacher to student ratio of 1 to 15, which means they're going to have to open up some of them schools they closed. We are demanding a nurse in every school. No more expansion of charter schools, no more school closing. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. And today, in 14, 15 cities around the country, they're getting down like that right now. I just got a text in Jackson, Mississippi, they at the governor's house. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? Camden, New Jersey, if you know anything about Camden, Camden is the hood. In Camden right now, they just shut down the whole street in front of Camden High School. We are demanding justice. There ain't gonna be no shortcuts this time. Y'all with me? All right, so check this out. In 1852, because we can ready to get out of here. In 1852, Frederick Douglass was asked by the president to talk about Independence Day. Because they thought Frederick Douglass, was a Negro that they could control. Then Frederick Douglass got on that stage and said a speech that's relevant today. And the theme of that speech was, what to the slave is the 4th of July. So on the 4th of July, in as many cities as we can get, right, Jackson? In as many cities as we can get, We'll be releasing our quality of life demands, education, housing, climate, safety, food production and delivery. It's not about just one issue. So, I know some of y'all like them real tips. I know some of y'all like them, you know, barbecue chitlins. But when y'all, that ain't right, it sure ain't right. But when y'all ride with us on July 4th, can we be in the streets on July 4th? Family, can we be in the streets on July 4th? All right, for sure. So y'all just keep y'all ears open. We'll let you know what it is and where we go. I'm telling you, it's a historic joint we gonna do on July 4th, all right? Historic joint we gonna do on July 4th. So thank you all so much. Thank you all. So listen, you all should be tweeting. How many people on Twitter? Raise your hand if you're on Twitter. All right, so right now, pull out your phone, even your Cricket. I see some of y'all with Cricket phones. Pull out your Crickets, and I want you to do hashtag Ed, equity, or else. Hashtag Ed, equity, or else. We want you to shoot this to every organization you can. Shoot it to Joe Biden, because Joe Biden gonna meet with us about education. He ain't gonna go in the White House thinking he got the black vote and he ain't gonna do right by us. I can't run that fast, but I can chase him down the street. All right. So let's get on Twitter. Let's get busy with that right now. Now, y'all ready to go, or some of y'all want to party a little bit? Got to party a little bit? We have a victory party. Do your thing, bro. This is Chicago. DJ Loud Child, make some noise.
right, so if you're just tuning in, let's see, let me double check this. We're working here. So if you're just tuning in, today at the Daley Center, it was protests of various organizations, but the main cause was to take some resources away from the police and demand more resources going to Chicago public schools for the children. And there was a couple explicit demands that were laid out. One of them being changing the student-to-teacher ratio from, I don't know what it is now. I imagine it's upwards of like 30 plus, I think, something like that. But they wanted it down to 1 to 15. So, and doing so, they said would necessitate reopening some schools that have been recently closed down. So I'm going to try to see if I can talk to some people about what's going on. Maybe this gentleman here is sending out flyers. Hey, can I ask you guys a few questions? Yeah, so we're live on 4 different platforms right now. So I noticed you guys are out here collecting signatures. So what is it that you guys are collecting signatures for?
We're looking for volunteers. We're organizing low-paid workers and fighting the violence of poverty. Who are you with?
So it's independent media. So I created my own media organization, and I've been able to live stream to Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook all simultaneously. So I started live streaming everything when it popped off a couple weeks ago. So I intermittently do a show where it's kind of opinion commentary, but also just general information sharing. And I feel like it's important to come out here and talk to people on the ground. So do you want to detail the organization that you work for and what your cause is?
Well, I can tell you some things, sure. It's called Midwest Workers Association, and we're looking for people to join us out in low-income communities to spread our benefit program and fight against government policies that are making us poor. Our members are facing all this violence of police brutality, denied medical care, and getting our utilities shut off. People's gas is profiteering right now, and the state's letting them do it while they're expecting low-income workers to take the hit. We've been out of work for months,
Right. So what are you guys asking volunteers to do?
Come join us on canvassing door to door. Deliver benefits for people like food, fighting utility shutoffs, that kind of thing.
So when you say fighting utility shutoffs, you're just cataloging people who have high utility bills that they're about to get shut off, and then you're offering them assistance to keep it from getting shut off, or mediating between the company?
Yeah, we're like doing advocacy to get people's gas to forgive people's debt. That's our members' demand, and that came through our members deciding what to do about it.
Yeah.
And we just need support and people to help run things.
And what about you? So you came out here just to work for the organization, or are you with the cause that's out here too for the teachers?
Well, both really.
So I'm born and raised in Chicago, a product of CPS schools.
Okay.
So policing in schools and policing in like smaller institutions that helps the community in general, I don't agree with. And also I'm a volunteer with Midwest Workers Association. So our goals are basically the same. Whether it's ending violence from police or violence from the institutions around us, they help to perpetuate inequality. It's all the same game to like create equity for everybody.
So if people wanted to find your organization online, Twitter, how do they find you?
We don't have any Twitter or anything, but we are Midwest Workers Association. We're at 5152 South Halstead Street.
Okay.
And our phone number is 773-285-0485.
Okay.
So the best way to reach us is to call us.
Okay. You guys need social media, you know that, right?
Where can we find this?
Here, I'll give you my personal business card, but you can find this on YouTube. It's the DA Perspective, Delta Alpha, the DA Perspective. But this is my name. Here, I got two. So yeah, you can find it on Twitter. Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook is at the DA Perspective, and then on Twitter it's DA Talk Show.
Great. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for your time.
Can I give you our newspaper or something like that?
One more time.
Can I give you our newspaper to read more about us?
Sure. You want to put it in my backpack?
If you don't mind.
Yeah, just throw it in there. I'm down. Yeah, sure. Any part of it. Yeah, since the recent event started, you can put it in there. Yeah, so I started doing a show called The DA Perspective, I think around November of last year.
Okay.
And so I've been kind of feeling it out as far as the format goes. And what happened was when all the protesting and the looting and all that stuff happened, I jumped on and I did a live stream and I was pulling in all the feeds from around the nation, right? Because everyone was simultaneously doing demonstrations. And I realized that there was no good feeds in Chicago. So I just hit the streets, like I put all this gear together and it's just slowly building. And so yeah, this is what I've been doing. So definitely keep in touch. If there's some big events that you guys organize and you want some coverage of, let me know. If it's something we can work out, I'll come out and shoot it all for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Bye guys. So it looks like this kind of is dying down a little bit. I think the rain kind of took a toll on. So you guys can hear me. So it looks like the rain took a toll on, I think, how many people are going to come out here. There was many organizations that were slated to be part of this as far as hosting it was concerned. If you want to track future protests and the different things that I'm going to be doing, obviously subscribe to the DA Perspective on whatever platform you're watching right now, or if you're on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. So I'll try to do my best to tweet out in advance the things that I'm doing. However, some things happen on the fly, or I find out about them on the fly, so I'll just come out here and grab some footage of them. The other thing too, if you want to get to the Chicago area, there's a website called protestchicago.com. And protestchicago.com will let you know all the different events that are happening around the city. So let's see. I'm going to go next to the speaker and talk to the organizers. As always when I'm out here, I try to do a balance of leaving people alone to give them their liberty to rally around and, without me just rolling up in their face and asking them a bunch of questions. So let's go take a walk down State Street and just see if we can get some people to answer some questions. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I want to give a shout out to an individual. I won't say your name. I think I'm going to refrain from saying people's names unless they explicitly say, yeah, go say my name or whatever. But I woke up yesterday to a donation from a viewer who has been pretty supportive. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate the donation that you sent yesterday. And you should know who you are because you're the only one that sent me anything yesterday. So I really appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone for tuning in, sharing some time with me, and allowing me to share these events with you. So we are downtown Chicago. I'm just gonna walk up here to State Street. I'm just gonna see if I can get some conversation with people. I don't want to be too aggressive or anything. You know, people are all doing their thing down here, and the rally's over. So this is just random people walking around. So we'll see what we can do. If not, I'm gonna head back and work on some other stuff today. And if you were watching earlier, someone, so note to self, I don't know who the person was, but somebody was out here trying to airdrop stuff to me. And don't get me wrong, I love a good random airdrop. Try it on an airplane next time you're on a plane. Obviously do like family-friendly memes only, please. But when he tried to airdrop to me, because I'm using 3 different phones right now, all three of the phones stopped what they were doing, which was transmitting either audio, video, or the hotspot, and it killed the feed. So then it took me quite some time to get back to it, to get it back turned on. So apologies for that. So let's go take a walk to Millennium Park and just see what's popping. We're here, huh? I think it's closed though. I don't know. We're about to find out. I don't know why this always looks slanted sideways, because I'm definitely not slanted sideways. Okay, maybe this. think we got it balanced now. We might be in luck. Let's just raise this up a little bit. Am I gonna make that light? Nope. Kind of want to. Okay, so the bean is open. They're going to want to look through my bag, and it's going to make the feed get a little wonky. So give me a second while I walk to this little checkpoint. Yeah. All right. So like, whoa. How you doing?
Exit only. You enter through the green gate.
Okay,
Straight
thank you.
ahead.
Down this way, right? All right, thanks. Did I not miss? Oh no, I was like, did I miss the sign? I don't think. So let's see if we can get some anything. All right, let's see. I'm gonna want to look through my bag. All right, so give me a second. No idea what you said. All right. That worked out.
Oh my God. How have we already been up for 12 hours? My stand goal just went off. Yeah, so we're just gonna have concerts. It sounds so cool. Alright, Pablo, Megan, go ahead.
So it seems like well, I gotta be honest, this is a little sad as far as the bean kind of being open, you know? If you've ever been to Chicago during what we'll call normal times, All right, so yeah, if you've ever been to the Bean during normal times, you'll know there's usually hundreds, if not 1,000 some odd people all bunched up here at the same time, you know, socializing, taking photos, touching the Bean. Like, it's an infectious vibe, which, you know, pun intended for this time. But yeah, it's a little dreary right now, you know, it's a little sad. Some of these people probably are coming here for their first time, and this is how they get to remember Cloudgate. But I guess it's better to see it some than to see it none. So, all right, we're gonna keep walking around. See, a little Modelo over there.
It's called Sunshine in the Storm. When you hit the airwave, y'all know where it came from.
Can I record it? I'm live on 4 platforms right now.
Well, I don't really want to be.
I don't. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. I won't put you on the spot.
This a big face.
What is that?
This a big face.
I don't have cash on me. Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah.
I don't have any money on me.
Yeah,
Sorry about
okay.
that. Go ahead. You go. So if you've never seen it, I guess for those, so this is the Pritzker Pavilion inside Millennium Park. So this is where they have some of the dopest concerts on earth, and they're all free, so it's really amazing. Normally they offer that during the summer, but you know, COVID season kind of told us we had to take a break on life, so I guess that's not a terrible thing. Some of us need to slow down a little bit, take a fucking break, and reassess our motives. So yeah, this was the first day that I'm testing out using the Raspberry Pi as a Wi-Fi hotspot with 2 different phones connected to it. So as stated earlier, if you're watching the previous feed, we were at Chicago Teachers Union. Oh, I have to go out the other way, huh? We were at Chicago Teachers Union. Yeah, I gotta go back this way. We were at a protest for Chicago's Teachers Union and some other organizations involved, and they wanted to reallocate resources from the police to education. They wanted to get police out of schools. They asked that when their children speak about being in fear or being intimidated or not being able to listen and learn in a space that's also riddled with cops, they asked that we listen. So that's fair. And so they marched, they did a march, they did a caravan, and they convened at Daley Center, at the Daley Center for a couple hours. Sadly, the rain was there almost the whole time, and now it's hot and sunny in the like beautiful Chicago. So I think that affected turnout, but still wanted to come out and cover it. So again, halfway through, some person decided they were going to continuously airdrop. Let me get some of this hand sanitizer. Nice. Shouts to Chicago for providing that. But yeah, someone was trying to airdrop photos or something, and it just killed the feed. Like, it just jacked it all up. So that was kind of shitty.
I knew it was somewhere on the left. I didn't know which left it was.
So, all right, I'll probably shut it down here. Just to give you a little sign off for anyone who's still there. Cut this feed off. What better place to do that, huh? Right here. shit, 5-0. All right, so yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in, as always. Was that dirty the whole time? So I appreciate everybody tuning in, as always. We were out here, Chicago Teachers Union. It was a protest to get resources taken away from the police and put back into schools. And there were some other demands that they had, such as changing the ratio, the student to teacher ratio, down to 1 to 15, which they said would warrant needing to reopen some schools that have been closed in the years past. Yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Sorry about the difficulties earlier. This is the first time I'm using a Raspberry Pi as a hotspot, so definitely a learning experience, but I think it went pretty well. So I appreciate everybody's time, everybody's energy today. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff that you got to do with this. And as always, I may not always be correct, but at least I started the conversation. So thank you for your time.